welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's Raiola to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top-5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top-5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Another incompletion on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a...
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it for the up man. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive, coming out, set the tone. They get stopped on third down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Miller. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got...
Catch inside the 25. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. He's going to go for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Hunt is on its way. Making his first move. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, it's Miller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Long way to go on second down. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. Got his man, and he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble. I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on the football.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Raiola. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman. You're second and third and long because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
From the gun on third down, Raiola. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Searching for space. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Delivers the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
But he's got room. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tavian St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Buckeye! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, we're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Here's Raiola to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's Jackson. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Right side, it's Roberts. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tackle way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against...
Beck's going, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Stopped right there.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Rush is on. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Left side, it's Moore. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Moving the pocket, it's Raiola. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Raiola to throw. Got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Raiola. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Raiola from the gun on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense, being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals taking on the Northwestern Wildcats. And it's Ball State looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Going to the run to start this second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride him again. Swamped immediately.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Discards him with the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tavian on the play action. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Misses badly on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. St. Clair trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Quick give. It's Miller. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide left, it's Moore. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's stopped.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Stepping to the right. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing Raiola. Fires left. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Raiola. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Raiola to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Had to force that one.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
Sends it back in motion. Trying to convert the 3rd down. Here's Raiola. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40.